Hi, I'm Lewis. In this video, I'll be covering tempo training and how you can easily apply this method into your own workouts to make them more efficient. Let's get started. Tempo training adds a set tempo or speed into each exercise to help you build muscle, improve strength, and help with fat loss. Let's get acquainted with how tempo numbers control the speed at which you perform your reps. You'll have 4 numbers. Each number will always be in seconds, and the ordering of those numbers will never change. That will help keep things really standard and simple. The first number, think of lengthening and lowering. So here we have a dumbbell press, dumbbell row, and the lengthening aspect would be coming down for a 4 count, pausing for 0, and then the 3 count up would be contraction, concentric, and lifting. That's what you pull and hold for. Once you get to the top, then you're holding, pausing for 0 here. So let's move on to the squat. Eccentric, we're thinking of lowering and lengthening, coming down for a 5 count, really honoring the 5 count tempo, pausing and holding for 2 count once you get down low. So we're really gonna stabilize and work those glutes down low in that position. On the way up, you'll see a C there. C stands for concentric, which means contracting or lifting. So it's a 4 count on the way up. Here she's coming down, holding for that 2 count pause, coming up for a 4 count and pausing. Next exercise is a cable pull. Let's review the formula for this movement. So the first is the 3 count down. That will be the contraction. So you're starting on the 3rd number on the contraction here, pausing for 0, and then lengthening on the way up. That first number is the 3. We're lengthening up for 3, creating a nice long muscle. So sometimes the movement, sometimes where you start in the tempo changes according to the exercise. So for this one, the 5 count down starts the exercise, the eccentric lengthening and lowering down phase. 2 count pause, hold at the very bottom, really working those glutes. And then the 3 count, the contraction, lifting, and pressing is that 3rd number as you're coming up away from the ground. That will always be lifting, contracting. The first number is always lengthening and lowering, the 5 count down number. Okay, looking good here. Let's move on and apply this formula to another exercise, a cable pullover. Cable pullover, you could start with the eccentric lengthening, reaching your arms back overhead for 4, pausing for 1, and then you're coming back to the start position for 3. We're lifting, contracting, coming back to that start position, and pausing for 1 in this formula. So this can change every time. You really want to take your time and honor the tempo that you see put. And this you see a 2-0-2-0. What does that mean? 2 count up and a 2 count down. 2 count eccentric as you lower, really honor it. 0 pause in between, and a 2 count contraction, concentric movement, pressing and lifting, pulling and lifting on the way up. So that's what that formula means for this exercise. All right, let's move on to the next exercise. And this is one of my favorites. It's a chest fly on a foam roller. 5 count here would be eccentric, opening up the arms, really lengthening and lowering phase. Then the next portion, pause. We're not pausing here, it's a 0 pause. We're coming right back up into that 3 count contraction, really squeezing, contracting, and pressing those muscles for 3, and opening for the 5 count. There are no pauses in between. Now I hope that helped give you some insight on how to use this formula, how to make sense of those numbers, the placement. And this workout, we lifted 830 pounds, which is as much as a lion. So we really got to work out in here. If you have any questions about this tempo, or if you'd like more guidance and receive some workouts with this tempo, shoot me an email. Write to me on Twitter, Body Architect, Instagram, Body Architect, and Facebook, Body Architect. So reach out, stay in touch, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.